Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Welcome to I Got You, Sis. It's for the bros too, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I got y'all, right? So, first and foremost, I would like to say thank you to two chicks with a side hustle. These are two amazing ladies. They are the reasons why I was able to maximize income with side hustles. These ladies are the reason why I was able to leave my brick and mortar at the start of the pandemic. The reason why I have my full time at home job now, all my side hustles. So, before we do anything, if you haven't already, go to Two Chicks with the Side Hustle on YouTube, subscribe, hit that bell notification, like the videos that you watch, and share them. They are so amazing. But make sure you hit that bell notification though, because they go live on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes they surprise us and go live other times. But when you get good, helpful information, they do all the grunt work for us, right? But they still ask you to make sure you do your own research. But they're amazing, right? And so if you share and share and share, you get your name put in a drawing for a chance to win a laptop computer or other work from home items. There's room for all of us to win. That's all they're asking you to do is just share. But I suggest that you subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification. And also, I ask that you like, share, and subscribe to mine as well. Hit that bell notification. Also, work from home hacker, Kenny. He is great at giving tips on how to lie and apply. So I will put both of them, those channels, in the description after the video. Make sure you go and you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications for his channel as well. Okay, so we're talking about Telus International, formerly Lionbridge. And I will give you a disclaimer. I may say Lionbridge a lot. That's because they just changed their name to Telus International. Okay, so I think with this company, a lot of people end up leaving because they don't know how to maximize the income here. They don't know how to maximize, the hours that they can get per week. For each position, it's different that you can get. Some are 5 hours a week, some are 10 hours a week, and some are 20. It just depends on which role you do. But for the particular position that they're applying for, for the particular position that they're hiring for now, it's up to 10 hours a week. Okay. I ask that you go to Two Chicks with the Side Hustles YouTube channel, and you will see Telus International, formerly known as Lionbridge. They have a link that you can click and apply for. I ask that you use them as a reference, Two Chicks with the Side Hustles YouTube channel. So that way, they'll know who sent you. It wasn't me. It was those amazing ladies, right? So take notes. I'm giving you tips and tricks on how to maximize your income with Telus International, again, formerly known as Lionbridge. And before I proceed, if you have any questions, I'm going to kind of do that towards the end. Also, if you're not live and you're watching it later, in the past, I would have people message me on Facebook, but I think it'll be easier to, if you have any questions after, I would like for you to put it in the comments below. And the reason why I say that is because there may be some questions that you're asking someone else might want to know the answers to as well, right? So if you put it there, they can go to it, and sometimes they might already have their question answered, okay? So go ahead and take some notes. This is really good information to maximize your income with Telus International, formerly known as Lionbridge. So let's go. Why Telus International? And yes, it's a typo up there, so don't judge me. So it's a great side hustle. I don't think you can just live off of just doing Telus International, depending on your bills. I'm not sure, but you can pay a car note, a utility bill. You can pay your debt off. You can rack up your savings account, whatever you need it for. You may want to take a vacation and you don't want to spend your money from your 9 to 5. Telus International, right? For the position that they're hiring for now, you can work up to a maximum of 10 hours a week, and it's easy. The best part about them is you're not scheduled for a certain shift. Whenever the tasks are available, you work them, right? So you don't have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to clock in and sit down for umpteen hours, right? So this is a really good, flexible side hustle. Things to consider. Don't get discouraged. When I started working for them a year ago in May, I couldn't max out. I was only getting an hour, maybe 2 hours a week. I didn't understand why I wasn't getting these notifications. Okay. I didn't understand it. I'm like, this is not possible to max out. They're saying you can get 10 hours a week. I wasn't seeing it, but the steps that I'm going to provide to you, I can guarantee that you'll max out. You have to follow them to the T. I know they work. Everybody who's asked for this information, and I have given it to them, have come back to say they've been maxing out. I know it works. I have family members that I've trained through Zoom on how to do it. I walk them through the steps. They max out every time. Okay? So don't give up. This is a good side hustle to keep. Keep this nest egg. Keep it. Even if you have a full-time job, keep this nest egg. Who wouldn't want to have extra money, right? One thing to remember and to think about, whenever you see on the Two Chicks with the Side Hustle YouTube channel that they promote Telus, you have to understand those tasks will slow down. I've noticed this. This is from personal experience. Anytime they mass hire, your task will slow down. Depending on your state, you may not be affected. But if you notice that your tasks have slowed down, don't get discouraged. Don't assume that you won't be able to max out. What's going on is they're hiring so many people. They're getting everybody acclimated. It'll go back up. Be patient. Get what you can, right? All right. So, follow these steps. This is in your Radar Hub app that you install on your phone. Okay? Like I said, they didn't show me this. Nobody showed me that. Like, I had to mess with things. I had to mess with things to figure out what is going on. And I would say me and my family members, we went through, and it works. It works. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on, in the web settings section, I am willing to participate on task types at any time. Check mark that. You want that check marked because you're telling them, I don't care what time of the day it is. If a task is available, notify me so I can do it. If you don't have that check marked, it's going to notify you randomly. And if you want to maximize your income and you want to max out every month, check mark it. Okay? Some tasks will require that you have a free app installed on your phone. Example, Yelp app, Spotify app, Flix. I'll be honest with you. I've never had to download an app, but that could be because of the location that I'm in, right? That doesn't mean that you won't. State specific, and it might have different things. in different states that you have to do. So if you don't get any of those, it's maybe just not for your area, or they may have some and people are grabbing them so fast you won't even see them. Okay. The next thing, my suggestion: turn off the task timer. You don't want to feel that pressure. You don't want to see those red numbers counting down on your screen as you're trying to figure out what's going on with these tasks, especially when you're first learning. That's the last thing you need. You don't want that built up pressure. It's not going to be negative against you, so don't turn it on. You don't need it on, okay? I had it on the first time because I felt that it would be helpful, and to me it caused more harm than good. Okay. So, in the section app settings, this is very important. Take a screenshot, write it down. You can do it as I'm talking you through it, but you have to have it set exactly like this to maximize it. And I'm going to keep saying maximize because I want you to realize this is easy money. Easy money. Just think, you can plan that trip, you can pay that car note off, you can have a nice little savings account. Just think, if you're doing this every month and you putting it directly in your savings account by the end of the year. Okay. Okay. So, task notifications, turn it on. You want to be notified, right? Anytime there's a task available. So turn it on so they can notify you. Start time. You want your start time to say 12 o'clock a.m. Make sure it says a.m. The end time is 11 o'clock p.m. That is very important. Having it set at this time lets you get notified 24 hours. So if you get a notification at 1 o'clock in the morning, you can wake up and do that. Or if you're up just chilling watching TV and you get that notification, do that. Because I think it like presets from like 8 a.m. to 5. So that means if there's tasks after 5 p.m., you're not going to get notified. So if you want to maximize your income with Telus, set the start time at 12 a.m. and the end time at 11 o'clock p.m. Okay. Desktop tasks, turn it on. You want to have it on. That way you can get notified if there's any desktop tasks. Pretty simple, right? Radar Hub app tasks. If you have tasks that are in Radar Hub, it'll notify you. So if you don't have that turned on, it's not going to let you know because you're telling it you don't want to be notified if that's available, right? Dynamic tasks, turn it on. I haven't had one yet, but that doesn't mean in your area you will not. Turn it on. What harm is it going to do, right? Notification interval is the number of hours between notifications. This is important to set it at 1. The reason why I say that is, if you're sitting down and you're completing tasks and it's at, let's say you finished them at 10 p.m. in an hour from now, if there's tasks available, it's not going to notify you because you don't have it set to be notified. So you're missing out on a lot of that income because these presets that they have in this app, you don't know anything about it. So change it to 1. All right. The next one, minimize tasks to notify, select 1. And the reason why I say this is sometimes it'll only notify you when there's several tasks available. Okay. If you have it selected to 1, it'll say acquire if available. And you click, you'll see that it's 1 on that screen. But inside that acquire if available, there might be 45 different tasks that you have to complete inside there. All that's money, right? Make it. So make sure that you have your task notifications on. Start time at 12 a.m. End time at 11 p.m. Desktop tasks, turn it on. Radar Hub app tasks, turn it on. Dynamic tasks, turn it on. Notification interval set to 1 and minimize tasks to notify select 1. Very important information. Okay. The best times to check for tasks. Now, these times are in Central Standard Time. And the reason why I say this, sometimes the task notifications are delayed. So there may be tasks available and it just hasn't notified you yet. So if you have some downtime and you're like, hold up, I ain't heard from Raider Hub all day, just check it. And these times that I'm listing for you are very important. I kind of keep tabs and notebooks of different things. So I observe things very well. And these are the times that I've seen most tasks become available. Like I said, you may not get notified of a task that's available, but it may be one available to you, right? So between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., 12 o'clock p.m. to 3 p.m., 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Now, the time resets Sunday at 2 a.m. And paying attention to all this information has allowed me to max out. Now, remember I told you it starts at Sunday. Allow me to max out by Wednesday. And lately they've had so many available. Some people are maxing out on Sunday because they had all 10 hours in one day. Or Monday and Tuesday. Because all those tasks that were slowed down from the massive hiring from the previous position, now they're all building up. So just because you haven't been notified does not mean that there are not tasks available. Just check. It's not going to hurt. The worst that could happen is it says no tasks are available. Okay. So now this is very important. There were a lot of people that had a lot of questions about how to track time. This is what worked for me and the family members that I've trained. Once you see how I break it down, you may find a better method that works best for you. But you have to learn and know what to write down and what it is that it's talking about in order for you to have it down the right way, right? So, in the top left-hand corner will be the information you have to record for your timesheets. I wish I could show you an actual screen, but of course, for privacy purposes, you're not allowed to do that. So, at the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll see web/side-by-side/standard task unit -1. Okay, that's letting you know what type of task that's available. That's letting you know what type of task that you have. So when you sit down at your computer and you log in to do your work and there's tasks available, it'll say acquire if available. Okay, it may be one box there, it may be 3 boxes there, but you select whichever one you want to do. And I'll make a note of this. Anytime you see headphones required, I like to do those first because they're fun and they're easy. Sometimes I would have like 65 to 75 different headphone tasks inside of that. Now, like I said, I won't go into deep description about it because, of course, privacy reasons. And then also, if you have some that says personalized, you can do those last. Those tasks are tailored to you for whatever information that you put in the system. So those will not go away. So, sometimes you're like, okay, I see 3 acquire if availables up there. Let me sit down and get some work done. If you see one that's personalized, don't do that one first. That one's not going to leave you yet. No one else can grab that personalized one that you have. So you can do that one last. Click on one of the other acquire if availables and knock those out. Okay, so web slash side by side slash standard task unit 1. So, like I said, that's the verbiage of what your task is going to be. The number to the right of that is the amount of minutes that they expect you to have it completed by. Now, if it takes you 2 to 3 minutes to complete a 1 minute task, you can only record that 1 minute. And I'll tell you, in the beginning, it may take you more time than you can actually put down while you're in the training process. But that's okay. You'll pick up, how to do it, and then you'll get better at it. You cannot record more than the time that they give you. So, if it says 1 minute, that's all they're going to pay you. You have to put just 1 minute, right? So, I go ahead and I put, web slash side by side slash center task unit. Oh, okay, it takes me 1 minute to complete it. So, when I come down here, if you see 1, 2, and 3, right? Now, that's just like an example of my notebook. My suggestion, and now I kind of have like a Excel spreadsheet for that, to keep track, and I save it because you want to be able to go back in case there's any discrepancies. They're not going to track your time for you. You have to record your own time. You have to stay on top of that time. Okay? So, with that being said, down here at the bottom of the screen where you see 1, 2, and 3, the 1, 2, and 3 that you'll write down, or if you pull up the notebook and you put 1 through 25, that's going to be the amount of tasks that you do. Okay? So, for instance, example 1, and then I have web slash SBS slash STU dash 1. So I did that task and it took 1 minute. Like I said, even if it takes 2 or 3 minutes, you can only record 1 minute. Okay? Because that system's going to lock you out at 10 hours or 5 hours or 20 hours, whatever position that you apply for, and they tell you what the max you can do, is going to lock you out. So you can't be locked out at 10 hours and then try to record 15 hours. They're going to say, no, something's wrong. Figure it out. We're going to let you go. Okay? So now I will say this too. 1, if it says they'll pay you a minute and it takes you 30 seconds, you have to put that 30 seconds down. So you'll put 0.5. So if they say they'll pay a minute, do the minute. It's just my example. All right. So, and then you hit acquire if available. You pop up. You see your first task, web slash side by side slash standard task unit. You're going to write that down on your paper. That's number 1. All right. So after that, then I'm going to go to the next one. So once you're done, whatever task they have available to you, and you hit submit, another screen will pop up if there's still tasks inside of that acquire if available. What you'll do is you'll put it, the verbiage shouldn't really change if you're still inside that same one. So follow the verbiage like I have there, web slash SBS slash STU on number 2, right? But if you noticed, the numbers are different. This one's 1.5. So don't assume because the first time you clicked in at 1 minute that it'll always be 1 minute. It won't. Sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. I've had some be 7.5 minutes. I've had some be 15 minutes. Okay? And I'll be honest, I had a lot of fun tasks too. Sometimes it's very interesting. But yeah, anyway. So then I did my stuff, went and hit submit. Another one was available. It was the same verbiage, but this time it was 0.5. So this task only took 30 seconds, right? So once you're done with that, then what you'll do is whatever your 1 through 25, or it could be, you never know. One time I had like 367 tasks in one day that I did. So whatever that is. So, and for this instance, we have 3 tasks. So when you log into your timesheet, it's going to say time and tasks. It'll give you the day to record it, right? So you'll put 3 tasks, just write 3. And then you total up your, marks on the right hand side. So that's 3 tasks in 3 minutes. And then you submit, you save it. Another suggestion, whatever you do for that day, put it in your timesheet. You don't want to forget to put your information in. You want to be paid. They are not keeping track of your time. You have to keep track of your time. You have to stay on top of that. Because if you don't record it and you lose your paperwork, then you just don't get paid. That's happened to me before. Put it in every day, hit save. At the end of the month, at midnight, they're going to lock that month. You can't go back in to edit it, okay? They pay monthly, once a month, between the 28th and the 31st. So you want to make sure you get your paycheck, right? So if you get, let's, okay, so today is the third, well, let's say today's the 31st of July, right? I submitted my timesheet. I'm done. July's check, I will not get until September. Okay? So once you start the system, you'll be getting monthly checks. So they'll send you an email once your timesheet's approved, and then they'll send you another email the day that they deposit your money, and it takes 2 to 3 business days, depending on if you have a prepaid account or if you have a traditional bank. Yeah, so like I said, stay on top of that timesheet. That's how you get paid. They will not track it for you. And since no one's on here right now, that's fine. Like I said, if you have questions, you can put it in the comments. I prefer the comments instead of Facebook. I know a lot of people have been communicating with me through Facebook, but in order to make sure that everybody is getting answers, it'll be best to put it here because I'm not friends with anybody that's messaging me. So sometimes it goes to spam and I'm not seeing those until a month or two later. And I want you guys to maximize and be great doing Telus International. Okay. Just tag me. You shouldn't really have to tag me. You can just put it in here. And since it's my channel, it should come to me that someone sent one. Definitely don't give up on them. This is a great nest egg to have. If you're not with them, go to Two Chicks with the Side Hustles YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and there is Telus International link there. Click on that link, apply, put them down as a referral. Two Chicks with the Side Hustle. Okay? And give them their props because they do an amazing job. So I'm trying to think. It was something someone asked me about Lionbridge today. Like I said, Telus. I'll have to get there. But like I said, if you have any questions, I have no problems helping you out. Also, the ladies brought me on their live a couple of months ago on how to maximize your income with side hustles. How to make over $2,000 a month. Okay, it's possible. It can happen. Go to their page, and I'll put it in the description below so you'll have it. Go to there and watch that video. Now, my goal is to come on here and do every side hustle and try to be as descriptive as I can so that way you can maximize your income. But on that video, there are 6 different side hustles, including Telus, telling you how to maximize that income. The next one I will do, I can actually do user brain and try my because they're kind of the same, kind of have the same concept. So I will go live and I will do those two. I know a lot of people have questions on how to do those. So I'm going to have to kind of create a dummy account to kind of show you how to do it. It's very easy once you know how, and you can really do great with that. You really can. So like I said, please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you, and